Many of the monthly tournaments went to Happy as well. In this year's WAL, 3 out of 4 monthly tourneys went to Happy, making him far and away clearly the most successful player in the scene right now. 1-0 was... Are they playing on a different host? I'm gonna have to check later. I wonder what server they're playing on. Normally it's always CN North 2. But yeah, anyways. 1-0 now seems to be peaking at the right time for the grand final. Once more in stellar shape. He played really, really well against Fortitude earlier. Trying to break the loss streak now against Happy. Of course, this is the game that was played yesterday already. The upper bracket final went to Happy with 3-1. Where we saw a lot of Fiends, a lot of DK, a little bit of Naga, a little bit of Crypt Lord. And I guess more is to be expected today. Tet Fiend build. Still very much the meta in this matchup. And we're gonna start off with some slow creeping. In Tet Fiend Mirror normally, the early stages of the game are pretty relaxed. The action will pick up once we get the second hero, third hero, and tier 3 is ready. Good Acolyte pull here by 1-0, by the way, slowing down Happy quite a bit with the first creep. Happy these days seems to be always selling his TP. Not any real damage items so far for Happy. That is not ideal for him, but of course this is a big map. There are plenty of opportunities. We know Happy loves getting the circlet. So get it, he does. But you can see 1-0 is creeping quite a bit faster indeed. Moving over to the next green camp already. Oh, it looks like Happy's gonna try to snipe the Ogre Magi here. And that is done pretty easily, I guess. Ring of Regen. Very good for creeping early game. Not that amazing for fighting in the late game. What you want is damage and mana and auras if you're playing Fiend Mirror. And some heal pots and invo pots will also be necessary. Yeah, 1-0 seems to be creeping a lot faster here. I guess Happy also took out the Ogre Magi on the other side. Both stacking up on items. Oh, Happy almost in time for the steal, but not quite. 1-0's items now looking really good. Lich on the way, tier 3 as well. 1-0 was experimenting a bit with Naga second yesterday. It didn't really work out too well. Maybe today it's going to be more of the old norm. Happy now getting level 3. He's a little bit behind 1-0, but not by much really. 1-0 took a lot of damage on the DK, but here the Ring of Regen will help him out. Oh, happy. Trying to creep the red camp already. Ooh, that is a bit ambitious maybe. It's going to cost him a bunch of coils. 3 coils in the end to creep the Ogre, but especially if it's a good item, it is well worth it. Oh, where's he going? Ogre, where are you going? Helm of Valor. One of the weaker items there, right? It's decent for the Dark Ranger, but there certainly were better items available. What is it with the Rune Bracers, by the way, from the red camp? Can be a life-saving item, but normally in Fiend Mirror, as we've noticed, it's mostly about killing fiends. Normally not so much about killing heroes. Robe of the Magi, that's a really good item that Happy can make use of here. That is excellent on the Lich. I wonder how much Cryptid we're going to see today. Cryptid looked pretty damn good yesterday, especially if you got the levels for it. Happy seems to have become a fan. But when it's only very few creeps left on the map, maybe the Cryptlord not the best hero. Oh, it is Cryptlord. On both sides. 1-0 learned the lesson from yesterday. No more Dark Ranger. This is a big change in styles in Undead Mirror. It was Dark Ranger for years and years and years. Now the Cryptlord seems to be taking over. First invuln goes to 1-0. That's a big deal. You need those invulns. Ah, these are great items for the Cryptlord as well, right? Helm of Valor. Rings. Really good for Cryptlord. I would put all these tank items on the Cryptlord if I was Happy. Cryptlord now joining, but there's not that many creep camps left. Happy also very low mana on the DK. But up by a little bit on the Lich. Level 3 versus level 2 here. And now the late game Banshee tech is being added. Yeah, items being swapped around. You can see the Cryptlord with the ring, with the helm. Oh, nice impale. Should secure the item. Yeah, big invuln goes to Happy. But level 4 on the DK here for 1-0. Level advantage now with the Unholy Aura. Impale in the back. I don't think there's... what's it called? Destroyers yet. Web either. Destroyer and Web now being upgraded. Impale again in the back. That could be a perfect lineup for Happy to throw the next Nova. But he's going for the Death Knight instead. No coils for Happy anymore. He has a heal potion still. Has to give that to the Cryptlord, I think. And 1-0 is winning this fight here, isn't he? Lots of fiends on the field. Happy's losing quite a bit. Coil is in just in time. And a coil by 1-0 as well. Saving one of the fiends here. Happy is losing this fight. Has to use the heal potion. Happy has to run home with his tail tucked between his legs. That one goes to the challenger. Happy was investing in Banshees. they weren't ready yet. 1-0 is doing it now. Oh, creep jack here by 1-0. Happy has to back off. Got a circlet here, I think. Oh, Cryptlord again in trouble. He's got lots of armor though. He is pretty tanky. Happy still hurt on much of the army. 1-0 has way more mana. I think Happy is suffering from the fact that he used so many coils for creeping in the mid game. Cryptlord for Happy now very well equipped. But far away from level 3. Levels are very even, experience very even. And the items? I think items are also pretty even. Now it's about experience. There's still quite a bit of experience on the left-hand side of the map. No items anymore, but still some creeps left over. Happy has the first Banshee out. Cryptlord leading the charge. But look at the mana difference. Happy's DK is way lower on mana. Way lower. Fiends have to be the targets. One Fiend goes down. Happy pulls his Fiend back. But Happy has no coils left. Already, this is the start of the fight. And Happy has no coils to use. Destroyer in the air as well. Can dispel the curse. It's looking good for 1-0. It's looking really good. Needs to make sure not to lose the DK. And he saves it. Saves him. Happy has web. Finally webbing the Destroyer, but the Fiends are not high enough in numbers, I don't think. Cryptlord with the Rune Bracers and the rings. So tanky. And of course there's a coil. Oh, but the DK now in trouble. Invuln is there to save him. Happy down in supply. Down by 10. About to lose more Lich. Has to go for the Invuln as well. Happy way fewer Fiends left. But still fighting. Getting one more Fiend here. Getting partly healed by the statues. Impale comes through. The Lich is in trouble. What? No way! Happy gets the hero kill out of nowhere. He was down in supply. Everything seemed to be falling apart. Without a Lich, there is a lot of damage missing. But there's still a good number of Fiends on 1-0. Not so much for Happy. But now the Lich for Happy, putting in the right clicks. Also remember, the Cryptlord has great items for Happy. Nova and another kill. Oh, but there's the Impale. It's level 3 for the Cryptlord. Killing a Fiend. Can't get the DK though. Happy losing a statue as well. Happy suffering a lot of losses here. Trying to catch one more Fiend. Impale is ready. Fiend goes down. But 1-0 still has a clear supply lead. Happy lost clearly more in that fight. Oh, got the Destroyer though. Oh, the one Fiend with the web killed off the Destro. And that's level 3 for the Cryptlord. That's a big deal. Happy can also get the Invuln now at the shop. And we are not done yet. Lich for 1-0 is about to be back. Oh, Creepjack time. Happy trying to take the Banshees out first. They are easiest to kill. And now we have a lot of curse. Oh, and the DK. Uh-oh. Was almost surrounded right there. Impale comes through. The right clicks as well. And I think that might be it. Happy with one crucial Creepjack after the crucial Lich hero kill before. Lich is now back for 1-0. He was a bit impatient. Moving out without the second hero. And now the DK is benched for a long time. Yesterday Happy was also refusing to play destroyers. It looks quite similar now. There've been lots of curse on him. But of course the problem with the destroyers is they get destroyed easily by Fiend Focus Fire. One Impale into the Fiends. There is a Nova follow-up. 1-0 now has to play without Coil. He has to play without Aura. That is really tough. Happy's Lich got level 4. He's got a lot of int. A lot of damage. Not much is dying here. Well, I guess the Banshees are when they're getting targeted. Impale in the back. One more Fiend almost dead. Crippler has to go for the heal potion. Necessary here to stay alive. Oh, Nova on the Lich. If the Lich dies again, this game is certainly over. Being chased in the back of the base, and the Lich goes down, and 1-0 has to call for the GG in a game that he was leading in. And I'm pretty sure he knows he had the advantage in. But Happy finds a way to keep playing, stay in the fight, being down like 4 Fiends or something. Was able to pressure the Lich, find the hero kill, turn the fight around. That was a tough task for Happy that he just barely managed. So the defending champion takes map number 1 in this best of 7. A long series still to come. Map number 2 is gonna be one of our favorites. Twisted Meadows. If there is a single map to play Cryptlord on, Cryptlord 3rd, I mean, it is Twisted Meadows. With so many creeps, with so many items that can power up the Cryptlord so much. Seems like here the hero is a must. As we are getting ready for map 2 already. So we have 1-0 bottom right, Happy top left. Again, both going with a Tet Fiend build. Most likely this whole series will be Tet Fiends. Unless we play on Lost Temple. Then we're probably going to see an expansion. Maybe Terrana Stand. But most likely just one base, DK, Fiends, Micro. Alright, DK is gonna come out. Normally we see a little bit of green camp creeping at the start. Oh, and look at 1-0. He's starting to follow in the footsteps of Happy. Not only does he go for Cryptlord now, he also sells the TP to have a little bit more gold at the start. You don't want to allow an Acolyte steal here. That would be pretty annoying. builds are indeed very mirrored. A little bit of poking here at the start. 1-0. I think he's also going to go for the circlet, isn't he? Oh yeah. Really looks like 1-0 is imitating Happy's play here. Detail after detail. What made Happy decide to no longer go Lich first? To a minor extent because the Lich was nerfed with Nova 2 and Nova 3. But that's not the main part. The main reason is that Ghoul Frenzy was heavily nerfed. And the Lich was always played with a Ghoul Frenzy timing. Lich first, Ghouls, Ghoul Frenzy. But with the Ghouls nerfed, that build is a lot weaker these days in Unlit Mirror. A quiet phase of the game. Both just eyeing each other up. Testing each other's balance. Trying to see if there's a mistake to capitalize on. So far, there is not. When they played yesterday, 1-0 played a cheeky expansion. Early on tier 3 that Happy didn't expect and wasn't able to scout for a long time. Happy still somehow won the game despite being far behind. Because he's Happy. That was a crazy comeback. Yesterday, 1-0 was playing Naga here, but I think 1-0 has really picked up on the fact that Cryptlord can be really good in the right game. Especially if the Cryptlord is level 3, and some items, Cryptlord has huge potential with those impales. It's not easy to land the perfect money impale, but when you do, it has absolutely huge impact. Once they're here with a big camp, ooh, he's gonna have a strong, strong Lich. Double circlet and robe, that is amazing. Happy. Is he trying to snipe the red camp? Oh, he is. Oh wow, if he gets creepjacked here. Oh, and there's a creepjack incoming. Oh, this is bad news for Happy. Creepjack on the way. Needs the next Nova, maybe. Oh my god, he just got it. But the DK, he was about to Nova him. Silence from the Staff of Silence prevents the Nova. Ooh, and Happy surprisingly gets away unscathed. And that's a big item. That's a big item right there. Staff of Silence. Almost a deadly creepjack. Oh, and now Happy might do what 1-0 did yesterday. He's going for a 6th Acolyte. Wanting to expand, apparently. Also happy with the robe. Great item also for him, of course. Wonder if they're also getting big items here. Wants to get the red cap, I'm sure. Lionheart of Stormwind, always good. Wait, what does Happy want to afford an expansion though? He's also going Banshees. Needs an orb still. Happy seems to be a bit too broke to do everything of... Wait. He cancelled the Acolyte. Never mind. Cancelled it. Happy found Ring and Talisman of Evasion. Both really good for the Crypt Lord. And we got a lot of creeping on both sides here. Khadgar's Gem of Health. Tanking up the Crypt Lord even more. Scourge Bone Chimes. Oh, that is one of the few bad items that you don't want to find. Scroll the Beast for Happy. If there's no Destroyers, this is really good, but of course Destroyers could be morphed at any time. And now we're going to see a bit of Crypt Lord solo creeping, I would expect. Yeah, Happy trying to get level 3 CL quickly. Ring of the Archmagi, also very good for him. As I've said now a million times, the cool thing about the Crypt Lord is every item for him is good, no matter what you find. And Happy already going to the island. Happy is ready to play a long game here if he has to. And we do have a 6th Acolyte now. Getting ready for the expo. Oh, Stone Token! Oh, that's sick! If Happy micros everything he has perfectly, he has insane levels of control. Silence from the staff. Impale, Stone Token, Nova. That is actually ridiculous. Quel'Thala's boots, not the best for 1-0. And looks like both are gonna expand here, roughly around the same time. Happy can then go to the other island. 1-0 getting level 3 as well. Okay, big item for him is Potion of Restoration. Another great Crypt Lord item. Oh, Happy isn't going to the island. That's pretty surprising. Maybe he thinks he can get an item here at the red camp. The spawning position red camp, but the item there of course is gone. Happy scouting for the expo. We'll find it. 1-0 has not a single ring of protection. That is pretty painful. Heroes here could be suffering. And Happy is about to load up. Attack the enemy expo. It's... can he still cancel it? It might be a bit too late for the cancel. 1-0, by the way. He is 2 levels ahead on DK and Lich. Got the little 4s already. Instant TP. Happy will have to TP as well, right? Impale. Oh, and the silence! DK couldn't use the coil, but counter kill. Kind of surprised Happy didn't impale right away. Impale right after TP is super strong. Alright, Happy getting ready for the first big attack, I think. Anti-magic shell applied everywhere. Lots of fiends. 5 fiends versus 5 fiends. Seems like it's a very even game still. Two 1 upgrades versus 2 0 upgrades right now, but Happy's about to equalize. Okay, that stone token could be crazy, by the way. Doesn't have to be necessarily used to kill heroes, could also be used to kill units. First impale, gets another banshee kill. And silence as well. Lots of misses. Impale in the back. That one hit very well. Banshee's now all exposed. The Nova comes in, finding 1 kill and almost a second. Impale again into the back. Happy not using the stone token yet. Again, it seems like attacking the Crypt Lord is not the right target. Happy this time making this mistake himself. A lot of the fiends here are protected with anti-magic shell, but not all of them. Some of the AMS is also wearing off. Now the unit goes down. Supply-wise, you see Happy ahead. Another impale. Happy with the big supply lead. Huge supply lead all of a sudden. Oh, and the ghoul attack. Oh, there were ghoul drops happening on the island. Pretty sick. Happy here using the Zeppelin once again, and the ghouls for the main base. And now the Rock Golem is summoned. Finally, the Lich is stunned and he is dead. Couldn't use the Invul Potion. The boulder toss from the Rock Golem here enough to take out the Lich. Sayonara, Happy says to the enemy. Second hero. He's got more stuns as well. Nova. Rock Golem so insane here. Next impale and boulder toss should be the end. It is the end. It is GG. And Happy takes the 2-0 lead. Dude, Rock Golem is a crazy item. That boulder toss is so insane for single target. Staff of Silence. Rock Golem. What else do you have? Robe of the Magi. But yeah, those two were pretty nutty. Pretty nutty. Happy here with some amazing items. That's of course always the risk that you run when you play on Twisted Meadows. It is Casino Warcraft. And this time, I guess Happy is the winner at the craps table. Happy goes up 2-0. We've seen this story before. Best of 7. This could still be a long series, but 1-0 really has to get on the board. He has to get on the board. It is vitally important. 1-0 always trusts in his Tet Fiend build normally. I assume he's also going to continue to go with that. Next map, by the way, is Hammerfall. Hammerfall is a really good map for Lich Ghouls, because it's very good for ghoul creeping. Pretty rough for DK Skelly creeping. But still, the Tet Fiend build is looking so superior these days, it might still just be Tet Fiends, even if the map isn't the very best for it. If Happy goes up 3-0 here, there is no way 1-0 can turn that around. Or maybe I shouldn't say no way. We've seen some miracles in Warcraft in the past. Lin reverse sweep against Happy from a 0-3 deficit. Creolophus at WCG was a Cinderella story all in itself. But you don't want to give Happy 4 match points. That is not what you want to do. 1-0 was looking really good on map 1. Took a big lead, but couldn't quite close it out. Map 2 was very, very even for almost its entirety. But somehow Happy always ends up winning. Somehow he always does it. Does he do it again? Or can 1-0 finally get on the board? He has to. He must. If he wants to have a chance here. The builds are again the same. No Lich, no Ghoul opening. It's gonna be good old Tet Fiends. Once again on both sides. So if we follow the trajectory here, then DK Lich Cryptlord again a possibility. Hammerfall is a really small map, and there's very few creeps on the map. Here it might be a better choice to go Dark Ranger, because the Cryptlord can't really level. If you get the Dark Ranger early on tier 3, you can perhaps secure the last camps on the map. There's a real argument here to be made for the Dark Ranger. Same point goes for the Naga. If the early game is slow and the DKs are low level, the Naga could help you to secure both lab camps, which would be a big deal. Whoa, wait, what? Necropolis? Before the tech? What? So that saves 1-0 lumber. By selling the TP, he has excess gold anyways. This is kind of cool. Ziggurat costs 50 lumber. Necropolis costs 0. But the tech timing is the same. The downside for 1-0 is the Necro takes way longer to finish. So he's going to be stuck on one Fiend only for a long, long time. But wait. The Necro's actually finishing soon. Oh, this is a cool build. With a TP soul, this makes a lot of sense. So I have to take that back. Actually, 1-0 is going to have his Fiend out way sooner than Happy. Ah, Necro before the tech. You have the gold because of the TP cell. This is pretty cool. It's going to even out later on. Happy's Ziggurat is also about to finish. 1-0 just has 2 fiends out a little bit faster. Happy has a bit more gold. 1-0 has a bit more lumber with this build choice. By the way, aggressive early game, no creeping. This would be the perfect game for Naga. Absolutely perfect. But yesterday, the Naga didn't work out at all. Eer0 wants to get this item here. Now the creeps are fighting against him. That is a bit of damage. Oh, Happy got the steal just in time. Just barely before the shots came in. Eer0 perhaps the coil a bit too early. Oh, and the Fiend is almost surrounded. Should not be going down, but it's taking a lot of damage. 1-0 in general is taking heaps of damage on Death Knight and Fiend. And lost way more mana. This early game seems to be going Happy's way. I think 1-0 had the better build. But Happy here with the punish. Again, this will be the perfect Naga game. And there she goes! There's the Naga looking for the kill. And gets the DK. 1-0. Not thinking about the Naga maybe. First time Happy playing a Naga in the Undead Mirror. This was the perfect opportunity to. Ooh, and that's 2 big kills. Ay, 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 ay. Huge lead for Happy. More than 200 experience ahead. Now I'm gonna get the big item. Full mana on the DK as well. Finally level 2. 1 of mana stealing also good. Oh, 1-2-0. That is not the start he wanted on the map where he had to score. And it all started, by the way, getting creepjacked at the Hydra camp. This Hydra camp is a goddamn death trap. You never want to give away both lab camps here, but sometimes you have to. 1-0 so far behind. He's going to try to come contest, maybe get a steal. Oh, Fiend shot. No, can't get it. 1 of mana steal and big mana potion for Happy. Oh my lord. 1-0. Might have the opportunity to outscale Happy. Didn't get the last hit there, by the way, with the Fog Lightning. If 1-0 gets a Crypt Lord, and this game gets really, really late, then the Crypt Lord will outscale the Naga. But of course Happy is really far ahead in the experience. And items. Then again, 1-0 has double claws though. Maybe a small mistake by Happy, not securing one of the claws camps for himself. So the right click damage is going to be lacking on Happy. Unless he gets lucky now with claws plus 8. No claws, but a pendant. Happy's going to keep it. Very good with mana potion. And it is the Crypt Lord third for 1-2-0. Banking on the late game. Circlet found here. Also good. Happy already with 5 Fiends. Can creep really well. Going early into Banshees. Mana Stone. There we go. 120 has been finding some amazing items. But Happy already has double level 3. Level 2 Fog Lightning also. Not too bad. Happy's Lich, though, looks very underleveled currently. And you can see most of the map is crept already. Around Happy's main base, there's still a few camps left. But much of it is gone. I think the Lich didn't get experience for the Rock Golem here. Small mistake by Happy. Happy's Lich indeed. Quite underleveled. Lich strong items, but no level 3 yet on 120. Happy wants to strike right now while the iron is hot. Cold Arrow also very good at slowing down the fiends. Impale to cover the retreat. That should be a clean escape. Oh, Happy going deep here. DK for him, hurt already. Of course, there is Nova on both sides, but only Impale, only stun on one side. Coil on cooldown, this is where Fog Lightning Nova could come into play. Crypto is only level 1 so far. Not super tanky, but actually very tanky items. I take it back. Very, very tanky items. Frost Armor also helping him. Impale. Going for the Naga right away. Having the Ring of Regen here is actually really good for her. A little bit of passive healing over time. Happy targeting the Crypt Lord. Despite him being so tanky, feels like that is the clearest target to attack in the front line. Happy gonna lose one statue here. Doesn't get the Fiend kill in return. 120 starting to make ground in this next map. Oh, losing another Fiend, which almost with a level up. One Fiend goes down on the other side. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Impale comes through. Happy about to lose more. That Fiend is level 3. We have a Banshee now in the mix as well. Nova, Coil, spams being spells being spammed, I mean. Invuln on both Liches. Happy has a mana potion still. The Naga, though, in trouble. Doesn't have boots. She's very hurt. Just gets away. Just barely. Statue being taken out. Mana potion being used. Happy has more coils now. Lich in trouble still. Supply is dead even. But Happy lost his statues. Lost both the statues. No healing anymore in this fight from statues is a big deal. And the Naga also almost dead. 1-0. Taking the lead. Clearly now, I think. One more Fiend is gonna die, though. Is gonna even it out, perhaps. Yeah, I think Happy's statue micro for once was off the mark. Statues were way too far up front. And Happy lost them too easily. And the damage items here make a big difference. 1-0 has great damage items. Happy has basically nothing. The early game was a disaster. But 1-0 now in the late game, looking good. He's got the supply lead. Lots of statues, by the way. Happy going back into no upkeep. 1-0 now far ahead in supply. Impale on the Lich, but there is a coil. Beautiful Impale. But that might be the last one for a little while. DK. Oh, losing a lot of HP. Happy has to TP away. I think he killed one fiend in the meantime. Naga was trying to be cost efficient at 50 supply. He's been banking for a long time. And now it's solo creep time for the Crypt Lord. He's gonna get level 2, maybe even level 3 if he has enough time. Happy would love to get a Lich level 3 as well. Yeah, being solo crept here. Couple of small camps are available to Happy outside his main. 1-0 in the meantime at 60 supply, going for more upgrades. Master Training and Destroyer Form are coming. And Happy will get the level 3 Lich finally. And some claws. Okay, big upgrades for his Lich. Crypt Lord also solo creeping. He should be level 3 here in a moment. It's the Naga who has the most experience in the game, surprisingly. Level 4 Naga with level 2 Cold Arrow is really strong. That's insane slow. And good damage. But the Naga is always going to be a weak point. There we go. Crypt Lord level 3. Huge potential now with the Impale. Five Banshees versus only 2 Banshees, actually. But 1-0 with more fiends. 70 supply for him already. Getting some invul pots as well. Oh, 1-0 on 3-0 upgrades. Wow. Happy on 2-2. More well-rounded. Repositioning. Trying to get the better angle. Happy wants to spread out wide to minimize the impact of Impale, ideally. They're eyeing each other up. When is the time? Now it is. Crypt Lord on the side. Gets off one. Good Impale. It wasn't completely insane. Not just yet. Nova Fork Lightning, but the anti-magic shell still protecting the fiend. Still goes down, however. Happy's Death Knight, by the way, hurt already. He's going to have to pay attention to that one as well. Naga right clicks are doing some good work. Impale comes through. Lich stunned again. Coils flying. Who's got more healing in the end here? Will be the question. Good coil there. Saves the fiend. Happy doesn't have an invuln on the Lich, by the way. Something he has to be aware of. The next Impale. That was the last Impale for the time being. With more mana from statues. Could be another one sort of soon. And Happy didn't lose any fiends yet. Only lost a ghoul so far. Naga, though, out of mana. No Folk Lightning anymore. Not too much Cold Arrow anymore, perhaps. Level 4 now. Naga with a sick Cold Arrow now, as long as she has the mana. But the Naga is exposed. Needs to receive Anti-Magic Shell again, and she does. Ledge for 1-0 here, taking a lot of damage. A coil missing for Happy. 1-0 taking the supply lead for the time being. And when the Banshees are exposed like we see them now, they could die quickly for 1-0 as well. 1 or 2 will fall. Happy pulling back, using Burrow as well, trying everything to keep his army alive as well as he can. Everything's green. Hard to tell exactly what's going on. Supply still seems to be quite even indeed. Mana low. Mana low everywhere now. DK for Happy, far up front. But no Nova to punish him. Curse absolutely everywhere. I wonder, wouldn't it be worth it to morph a Destroyer now? Fiend count is rather low. Next Nova is not quite the next kill. Lots of misses. But the Naga finds a kill on the Banshee. Happy all of a sudden, 13 supply ahead. How does this happen every time? The Lich goes down as well. Invuln was on the Crypt Lord, not the Lich. 1-0, it seemed like perhaps he had this game close to 1, but it wasn't the case. And that is GG, and the lead still for Happy. A big lead now, 3-0 on match point already. Catastrophic early game for 1-0, of course. Losing the DK, Happy finding the perfect opportunity to play a Naga. And the Naga almost seemed to be getting outscaled by the Crypt Lord late game. 1-0 did a good job coming back in the series when the start of the game was so rough. But Happy still wins it out in the end. Once we had mass anti-magic shell everywhere, suddenly the impact of Impale plus Nova wasn't that huge anymore. Same thing on the other side. The Fork Lightning was hardly felt. So Happy goes up 3-0. If 1-0 wants to win, this grand final is going to have to win 4 maps in a row against a prime shape Happy. So far in the WAL, or as it was called before, the TP League, we had 3 season finals. Back in 2022, we had a season final. Then in 2023, we had 2 season finals. And now the 4th season finals. This one, the first of 2024. And guess what? Happy won every single one so far. He won number 1, he won number 2, he won number 3. And now Happy is 1 map away from winning number 4 as well. On his way here, Happy was certainly challenged, especially against Fortitude. He had a very tough series where he narrowly got the win with 3-2. Lost the map against 1-0 also in the upper bracket final, but now in the grand final, Happy hasn't dropped a single map yet. Another insane run, another insane performance by Happy as he keeps delivering again and again. Map number 4. This could be a specialty map. Because this is best of 7, there's not too many vetoes to go around, and so we're going to see Terraner stand. This is a map that normally we see getting vetoed, but now it is going to be in the pool. And on Terraner stand, it's a very defensive map. We know that expansions are really strong. Normally in Undead Mirror, we don't really see fast expos, but in the game of Happy versus Labby, we saw that on the right map, fast expansion can work. Maybe 1-0 is going to start to mix it up now. The normal stuff isn't working. He's not out-microing Happy. He's getting close, but he can't beat him. Maybe now a fast expansion, maybe a Lich first, could be an idea. So, what do we have? Map number 4. Is this really going to be the last map of the grand final already? The last map of the tournament. Is Happy going to plow through here with a 4-0? Or can 1-0 start a comeback? Okay, what do we see so far? 1-0 bottom right in the blue. He's playing again the Tetfiend build. Again and again, trusting in the Tetfiend build. But Happy is the one switching it up. Maybe Happy thinks 1-0 is going to expand now. Maybe Happy's going to go for the Ghoul Lich Aggression. The build that he was playing a lot in the past. On the old patch. Or is Happy really going to expand himself? Crypt Lord first. Well, that has to be Expo then. Looks like Happy is going for a fast expansion right here. 1-0 doesn't know about it yet, but he's got an Acolyte Scout moving across the map. He's going to find out. And this is exactly what I wanted to see for a long time. The Tetfiend build is weak early game. I would have loved to see Happy try to punish it with a fast expo. Now he's going to do it. Crypt Lord, fast expansion. Or maybe it's just a ruse. Maybe he's not going to fast expand. But Crypt Lord normally isn't the best on one base. Okay, he got the skull. He's got the dagger. The DK is coming for the harass. Impale creeping. Lightning shield on the Cryptlord. Was that intentional? I wonder if there's ever practiced this before. Happy gets the experience from the big creep. Oh my god, this is gonna cost him so much mana though. With Impale? This is not looking that good for Happy so far, I have to say. Shouldn't you use beetles? Like, creep the green camp, you get a ton of beetles. Oh, wow. And now Happy's teching. With Ghoul's Cryptlord. This looks weird. Okay. In theory, Happy can creep really well. He's got ghouls, he can creep with them. He's got skellies, he's got the Cryptlord himself. DK for 1-0, only level 1 so far. He feels the need to slow down the opponent's creeping, but hasn't found any window yet to creep properly himself. Cryptlord, ghouls, 1 base. That is something that I'm not familiar with. By the way, what was the item? Wait. Did he sell the item? Did you guys see what the consumable was that Happy found? Oh, trying for the Impale Surround. And of course he's got it. Takes out the first Fiend, costs him lots of mana, but I guess that's easily worth it if you get the Fiend kill. Yeah, I know he's got the Mantle. That's not the item I mean. I mean the Renegade Wizard. Renegade Wizard gives a big consumable item. And now Cryptlord close to level 3 already. 1-0. Trying to get to level 2. And Happy's upgrading Cannibalize, baby. Tier 3, DK. And Happy's creeping a lot. If the Cryptlord gets level 5, Fiends will be useless. Oh, deny by 1-0. Still only barely level 2. Look at that, Cannibalize. Ghouls are healing. Munchy munchy. Rune Bracers. Those are good for the DK, actually. The DK for Happy is going to be low level. Squishy target. Impale creeping, baby. DK is coming south for Happy. Not bringing mana potions like we see oftentimes when the Undead plays expansion. Healthstone found here. Another great item for the DK. And the Cannibalize is paying off heavily. Munchy, munchy, munchy. Cryptlord close to level 4, but he's not there yet. Oh, and now the two are gonna meet. Impale on the DK right away. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh, heal potion. Okay. Alright, yeah, heal potion. Getting a couple of kills here. 1-0. Getting back in the game. Slowly. Happy has one impale. Maybe one coil. Nova secures the last hit though. Happy going for frenzy upgrade. He's got 8 ghouls. This could be a strong frenzy timing. Cryptid about to be level 4. Happy could possibly expand here, but I don't think he's gonna do it. He's going Banshee house again. Getting ready for late game Fiend Banshee. And the Dark Ranger third this time. Finally, the Dark Ranger returns. If Happy wants to fight, I think he needs mana potions for the Cryptid though. Oh, good timing for 1-0. Finds Happy here trying to creep the orange. 1-0 snipes the item easy. Coil Nova. No problem. Oh, and there's no web for Happy. There's 0 counter to destroyers. Okay, 1-0. This has to be your game, right? Come on. Come on, baby. It's a full mana Crypt Lord, but it's only 3 or maybe 4 impales. Again, I think he needs a mana potion. Mana stone we see on 1-2-0. Nova in the ghouls. 1 kill right away. Lich is low mana now though. 1-0 clearly has initiative here. 2 ghouls lost. Okay, Destroyer's morphed. Now is the time to fight. 1-0 doesn't have web yet. Might not be a bad idea here to TP away. Oh my god, so many skellies to dispel, by the way. He's waiting for web. He's waiting for web. What's Happy waiting for? Whatever it is, he's gonna have to wait for it in upkeep. Happy now at 55 supply. Losing a lot of gold. This game is looking perfect for 1-0, isn't it? Good army for him already. Not being held back by ghouls. Unlike Happy. And getting full income still. Finally DK3. When's the fight gonna happen? Impale here could be glorious! Oh my god, every single fiend hit. No dispel in time to get the coil to save the fiend. Happy's trying to strike now with a mana destroyer still partly intact. Impale again in the back, fiend's going down quickly. Nova right before the coil, Happy getting lots of kills. Forcing the TP away, 1-0 has to abandon the fight. Apparently he lost it. The impales here were nutty. Especially the first one onto all of the Fiends. And now it's going to be all about Fiends again. And Happy may have just taken the lead again. Happy even going for a sacrificial pit. Pretty late on the upgrades. Fiends 0-0 at the moment. Gonna get 1-0 in a bit. Lich trying to get that level 3. The green camp up north might be enough. There will be Dark Ranger level 3. That's a big deal. The last camp on the map, the green, goes to Happy. Just enough for level 3. Oh, that's the real DK right there. Oh, if he gets surrounded here, that could be kind of scary. He is trapped. Has a big invuln, though. Happy's going to try to hold this around. 15 seconds. Can he hold for 15 seconds? 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and he is dead. DK goes down. Happy with the heal. And this might be the tournament win for Happy with the Crypt Lord first in Undead Mirror. Another Impale. Locked in, loaded, ready and blasting. The Dark Ranger also gonna go down. The tournament of the Crypt Lord. Happy running away now with the supply. Getting all the hero kills and getting the tournament again. Whoo, Happy with big emotions on his face. Rubbing his pretty face right there, and that is some relief falling off of him. Not an easy tournament for him, especially Fortitude brought him to the limit. Happy was close to being thrown to the lower bracket. But this grand final, a clear affair. An impressive showing. Once again, an insane performance by Happy. Again and again and again and again. The 4th time in a row that Happy wins the season finals. Once again, the Emperor, the generational talent, wins the big tournament. Happy. Unbelievable. How he does it again and again. 1-0, man. Getting into the grand final. Strong play. Really strong play against Fortitude. I guess most of us were really hoping for the Happy versus 40 grand final. We didn't get to see that today, but I'm sure they're going to meet more again in the future. And with that, the Warcraft All-Star League summer season comes to an end. After 4 monthlies and now the season finals, summer season is over. But the winter season will soon begin. Last year, I think we started in October with the winter season. Might be the same this time around as well. Happy the champion, as so many times before, he does it again and again and again. And he can enjoy this tournament win now. A little bit more prize money on his way to become the 3rd highest earning player of all time. With this, Happy got more than $5,000 for his ice cream money fund. And we're, by the way, going to be back tomorrow when another tournament continues. Our coverage of the B Cup 12. It's B Cup 12, right? Yeah, we'll begin tomorrow. In fact, the group stage has been going on for a long time already. Do we have some updates here? No, apparently not. Sock was playing against Moon earlier. And we're going to be back tomorrow when it's going to be time for more matches there as well. 1-0 versus Lin is going to be happening tomorrow. And Happy versus Lawlight. I'm going to be casting that as well. I'm looking forward to that. Happy, the newly minted champion. No time to rest, apparently. Tomorrow's going to be best of 7s. And shortly after that, after the B Cup, starting on the 6th of September, it's going to be time for the Stars War 11 tournament. So lots of awesome Warcraft action here on our channel. Stay tuned on Twitch and on the socials to find out all the things that are happening around Warcraft 3. Thank you, Razor Moon, with the resub, saying GG. Thank you, thank you. And that's it from me today. Like I said, I'm going to be back tomorrow, same time as today, 1 p.m. CEST. We are going to be back later on today, I think, with the Creepjack episode, with Neo and maybe Florentine at 6 p.m. That is in about 1.5 hours from now. All right. Yo, thank you, Evolution57, for the sub. This is right at the end of the stream, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'm back tomorrow. Like I said, time for the Big Cup to kick off here on our broadcast. And now I say goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.